Hey, this is Pastor Mike, and I'm sitting here with Chris Avery, who has a little bit of a story to tell. So, Chris, it's really great to be with you today, talking about your journey and the fact that you want to get baptized. And so, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you encountered God, like how you feel like you first encountered God, and then what eventually led you to Jesus?
All right. So, Mike, I was in a drug and alcohol treatment center, and I was struggling to find a higher power. And they taught me some ways to pray, and I was fortunate to get some unique answers that opened up my mind and made me a believer.
So, at that point, it was more of a generic faith in God, I think you told me, and then it led you were looking to go deeper, and you were led to Jesus. So tell us a little bit about how that happened.
It was super interesting. I thought my belief in God couldn't be more, but there was something that was missing, and I didn't know what it was. And so I prayed to get an answer of what it was, and deep down inside, I think I always knew, but I found that answer in Jesus. And I wanted to follow Jesus. And the show, The Chosen, actually was where I really opened my eyes to Jesus. And I was like, wow, he chose people like me to follow him, flawed people and people that had issues and problems. And I was one of those people, and I just love Jesus.
That's awesome.
That's it.
That's awesome. So it was through the show and maybe some other people in your life that
Yes.
you became convinced that the Jesus of the Bible was the Jesus you wanted to follow.
Yes, particularly one person was my aunt, and she's a member of this church, Carrie. And just seeing her light and her glow, and her always telling me that Jesus loves me, that he forgives me, that he accepts me for how I am, and those words would ring through my head, and they're true.
Yeah, absolutely. So you gave you placed your faith and trust in Jesus, and your life is different now. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about, Chris now versus Chris before?
Oh, it's like night and day. It's like kind of like a miracle. And that's one thing I want people to see, is that I went from being addicted to drugs and having other addictions to driving a school bus now. I mean, being trusted to do something like that, and just being a completely different person than I was. And I can't take any of that credit. It's all God, and he performs miracles in your life when you accept him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So why are you getting baptized today?
All right, I'm getting baptized today because I want to show God, first of all, and Jesus, that I accept him and I believe in him. And I'm willing to do the things that he wants me to do to live closer to him. So with this step, I'm showing that faith. And I also want other people to see that through faith in Jesus, that their lives can change and that miraculous things can happen with them as well. So that's why.
That's great. Who's going to baptize you today?
I'm actually going to have Carrie Evans baptize me, my aunt. She planted the seed in me many years ago about Jesus. She invited me to church and re-invited me to church and confirmed the things that I had said earlier. And so I'm honored to have her baptize me today.
That's awesome. Well, Chris, thanks for sharing a little bit of your story with us. And it's just exciting to be on that journey with you and to see what the Lord's going to do in your life from here.
I'm excited too. Thanks.